welcome to episode 47 of Detroit Comics Party. Tonight, our guest is Lauren McCallister via the internet, all the way from Columbus, Ohio.
Hello.
Hi, Lauren. Thanks for coming on the show.
It was a long trip, but it's worth it just to be here.
Did it hurt being put into this body?
I was unconscious for most of the transformation, so
As recommended.
I'm so excited to ask you about what new work you have coming out, but first you should probably describe what part of comics that you participate in and what your books are like or called.
Well, I make autobiographical comics, mostly about weird stuff that happens to me. I have a few books. I have a series I'm doing now called Teen Girl Killed, and I have a comic called Bad Sex that everyone loves talking about.
They just like talking about it?
Yeah.
Do they read
sorry,
it?
my cat's here.
I feel like
Sorry.
I don't know. I like the Teen Girl Killed. I'm sad that it sometimes almost feels overshadowed by the Bad Sex book. Could you have called it something different and made it like even the playing field of your work?
I don't know.
Lauren's Big Day Out.
I felt like death was just as sensational, but people do not respond as much to it.
Dying is out.
Apparently, it's just weird penises that are in fashion now.
Finally.
How long have you been making comics? Or binding books or printing your work?
Probably like 4 years. Maybe 5. No, like 4 probably altogether. I used to do these diary comics, but I kind of stopped doing them.
So have you been creating your own the whole time? Like you do all the binding and printing and everything like that? You've been doing that the whole time?
Yeah.
Do you enjoy that part of it?
Other people helping me.
Is it that you don't like other people around you, or like you actually enjoy it? Or it's just like a defensive mechanism so that no one can be around you?
Probably a little of all of that, yeah. I don't know if I really enjoy it. I hate stapling. Stapling sucks. But I'm just like, I get too stressed out because I feel like I'm really paranoid. I'm a paranoid person. So I feel like it's not gonna be right. So I have to do it.
So
that's why we staple all our books, for sure.
Yeah, I just don't want the pages to be out of order
everything
or
that
something.
we do, because somebody else is going to do it wrong or more wrong.
Though I do think the last time we hung out in person, we were trying to offer to help you staple your comics.
Yeah, I remember you said no.
No one can help me. Everyone tries. Let me help you staple. Why does everybody want to help me staple so bad? No stapling for anyone else. It's all for me. And I do put the pages out of order sometimes, but at least then it's on me, so I will have no one else to blame but myself.
Can you tell us a little more about Teen Girl Killed?
Yeah, it's this comic that I've been working on for a while now. There's 3 issues out so far, and I'm working on the 4th one. And it's a story about when I was in high school and I met my 2 best friends. And it's just a tale with some beautiful memories of underage drinking. And somebody dies, but I can't really get into it too much because I haven't got that far in the comic yet.
But it's all autobiographical. Everything in your canon is all autobio stuff.
Yeah, I had to change one person's name because they committed a crime, but other than that, everything
they helped
happened.
you staple, and now they're gone.
They've never been seen again.
That's cool. Do you I think we talked about this in a previous, maybe even a previous show, but did you say that you don't like writing fiction?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know.
You're not a big fan of fiction or like writing fiction?
it's like, I feel like writing fiction is like embarrassing, which is weird because of the stuff that I make comics about. But I feel like it's just less embarrassing to tell a story that actually happened to me. I feel like it reveals more about myself to reveal the contents of my brain to people.
So, like, why is fiction embarrassing, though? Is it because it's, like, coming from your imagination and you could be, like, judged on it more? And...
Awesome. Now a word from our sponsor.
Now,
that Skype thing.
A word from our sponsor. Fucking shitty Skype.
It's like a learning hospital. Like some hospitals, you just go in and it's airtight the first time. And some hospitals are like schools where you'd get less good service.
You pay for the student dentistry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get a deal because they're not sure about how to do it.
We're the student dentists.
Yeah.
I love this.
Thanks for bearing with us.
Here.
We thought there's a giant thunderstorm. We thought everything exploded, but
no, I think it just stopped working. It might happen again. I'm sorry if it does, but now you'll know why.
So, what do you like about the comic scene where you live in Columbus?
Everyone is like really supportive, like almost to a fault. It's great. Everyone's just like super excited, like everything that you do. It's awesome. They're always asking you what you're working on. So if you're not working on anything, you have to make something up really fast, and then it helps you get ideas. That's good.
I hate to hear a story of a town that's supportive, where artists are supportive of one another. That's a consistent theme on Comics Party, I think.
Yeah. We always end up talking about that.
It's crazy. It's not crazy like, I hate to hear people having a good time or doing good artwork. It's like to say, oh, in my town, we walk on our hands and hamburgers eat people. Like, it just makes it's like a thing that I don't see here.
I don't either. And, like, after our show that we put on, like, there were several people who came forward and were like, hey, that was fun and I would love to help you next year, and I would like to be on, if you have a board, like I would like to serve on that and help you organize it and stuff. And like I don't know what to do with that.
None of those
like
emails
I have
have
no
been returned.
I have no idea. Like, it's very nice, but it leaves me like aghast that anyone is saying those things out loud.
Just don't know how to respond to people being kind.
Yeah, tell us what that's like and how to do it.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. You just smile and say thank you.
You just smile and say thank you.
Yeah.
But you said it puts some, it's still performing a function of like putting some pressure on you to continue to produce things, or am I just projecting that's your favorite part of it?
I mean, no, I think that's good because, at least personally, like, I'm very lazy, so I need external motivation to make me do things. So it's helpful in that way.
What would you do if the pressure fell off completely? What's your
I don't know. Probably just lay around.
Lay around.
So much laying around.
Well, you work during the day. You work at a comic book store, right?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that? Is that comic book store related to the space convention in any way besides the pre-party?
Well, we do that every year, and then we do, I think we, like, sponsor a space prize. I don't remember which one, but I'm pretty sure we do. And then our manager normally is a judge of one of the categories. He has to read all the books.
I thought you were just saying that he was a judge, like with that wig and stuff.
He judges people's innocence and their guilt. every day. Not in a courtroom, though.
Over the counter.
Yeah, they just present their case.
So you're saying that, okay, so there's a community, it exists, and you interact with them, and they help you to be motivated to be producing things. How do you interact with them? Is it just on a personal basis? Is it like online? Are there a lot of events that you go to together, or how does it work? Having friends.
There's events, but I like to hide in my house normally for those, unless I have to go for my job. But yeah, I mean, I just like see people socially, and then because I work at the store, a lot of people are just in there because, they're buying comics. So we just have a nice chat. Usually it's at work most of the time.
I think also I remember from when we tried to offer to staple your books and didn't have any success at that. I think we were at the bar that is a movie theater or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone knew you.
Well, just like a few people. I don't know.
Well, they all became silent and just pointed as soon as we walked in.
Well, but
I don't know if that means they knew you.
That's how the feedback comes. What are you working on? Because you know everybody. And nobody's afraid to say hello to somebody that they know. It's a different world.
A terrifying alternate world. So what are your feelings like when you go to another city? Do you travel for comic shows? Like, do you exhibit your work in other places or mostly in the area?
Honestly, I don't travel a lot. I don't like traveling because I'm obsessed with my cats and I don't like leaving them. And Columbus has like a few shows every year. Normally there's like 3, so I just go to those. And then I just work on stuff. I don't know. I don't like going to shows usually unless I have a new book out, so I use that as motivation to do a new book. So I usually go to like 2 or 3 a year.
That's enough. You make enough vast profits at those shows to sustain you through the rest of the year?
Yes, I'm a very wealthy woman.
Well, I feel like
I'm a woman of means.
I think you always crush it at shows that we've been to that you are also at more than anybody else.
It's penis comics, man. People love them. Or they look at you really weird, but normally they buy it. I think it's because I sell comics as my regular job too, so I'm really good at guilting people into buying them.
That's good.
I feel like we had a grip of your comics for a while, and they didn't last a half hour. That they were like out before we had sold out of all your books.
Yeah, people seem to like them a lot more than the books that we actually made.
Oh,
which was good. Good for you about that.
Thanks.
But what's new? What's new? What's the new material that you're working on, or is coming out, or?
So I'm doing Teen Girl Killed issue 4 right now, and I'm writing that. So I'm hoping to have it out. There's a big show at the end of September in Columbus called CXC, and I'm hoping to get it done for that. And by hoping to, I mean I will get it done. I'll do it. And then I'm going on vacation at the end of this month, so I think I'm just going to do like a little mini comic while I'm on vacation. Probably just with some drawings in it and different things. I'm going with my friend, and she's really funny, so a lot of funny stuff I anticipate will happen. So I'm just going to do that while hopefully it'll be something to do while I'm on the plane and stuff. I don't know. And then I'll just do that. It'll be like 20 pages probably.
Dang, that sounds excellent. I anticipate it strongly. What are you doing? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing over there?
Sorry. I tried to secretly look at the timer. What are you doing?
It just feels so absurd. This setup.
It is
the
absurd.
Fake body with the vacuum cleaner legs.
I love it.
This should be moving.
It's
I should have put
Yeah, it's like
why not? I should have put little motors in them so they spun around the whole time, like you're like kicking your legs.
This thing has 2 little clamp hands that are wearing a sweater, and a big rotund box body with a green dress, and 2 little like vacuum hose legs dangling out from the.
Thank you for reading it as a
That's
dress.
So nice.
What was I supposed to read?
No, I was being serious. My God.
I can't wait to
My
see
God.
what this looks like.
Do you have? Can we interview you about anything?
What do you like to talk about in interviews?
Who do you like to talk to? This is a shit show.
I'm so sorry.
Why don't you walk us around your house?
Oh no. We're not doing that. I was not prepared for that today.
All right. Well, why don't you tell us about how you got interested in drawing and making comics and things? Like, did you have a cool teacher, or did you have no friends, or which one of those things was it?
One or the other of those 2 things. I don't know. I used to read comics a lot. Like, I read Archie comics when I was really young. I love them. They're so good. From like the 60s and 70s. They're amazing. And by that I mean they're really bad, but in a great way. And then I just became a weird older person. And I just like spy on everyone. I still do this. I'm speaking in present tense because I still do it. I would like spy on everyone that I was around. And like nobody would notice, so I would just keep like paying attention to what they were doing. And then I would just start recording whatever would happen. Now I have a terrible memory, so I feel like that plays into it too, because I just forget stuff all the time, and it helps like read it back to myself so I can remember.
So are you doing that anytime you go out, like just writing down what everybody's saying?
Yeah, sometimes I use like notes on my phone usually, because I always lose pens that I carry around with me. So I just like I write like weird quotes. I don't know, like enough to help me remember like what it was. It's like I can remember like situations well, but like I forget dialogue really quickly, and it's like hard for me to recreate it if I don't write it down, you know?
Are you writing down things that people are saying to you directly, like in a conversation, or you're doing that and like listening and like eavesdropping on everyone?
I feel like I don't write it down like when someone says it to me. I feel like that's rude. Like to just be like, I must record what you just said. That was stupid. That thing that you did there. But yeah, I just eavesdrop on people a lot. I don't know. I used to be weird looking, so people wouldn't pay attention to me in social situations as much. So I would get like a better like fly on the wall perspective. It was good. I liked it.
When you would wear your fly costume. I'm glad we got a spit take in there.
I almost just did one. I'm so mad.
Should have just let it out.
Yeah, in my fly costume.
These are a lot of good ideas for the future.
Good future ideas?
Yeah.
To be in a fly costume, writing down what everyone says.
Yeah. Now that's how you performance art. Gotta lock in. Get the fly costume on. Start just standing really close to people who are speaking and writing down with a huge marker.
With your claws.
With claws. Holding a pen.
That sounds like a Far Side.
It's our new lives.
The Far Side? That's what we could publish in those books.
Yeah.
I don't know how to use this
So let me
timer.
tell you
Sorry.
our new project, and you can tell us if it's a good or bad one.
Do it.
So we got probably about 200 pounds worth of old X-rays and about 1,000 pounds full of salmon-colored paper.
When Mike told me at first, I was hoping he wasn't going to say paper after it.
Just salmon.
So
Yeah.
our new publishing company will only publish books that are printed on salmon paper and bound in an X-ray.
That sounds amazing, and I'm actually so upset that you said that because I was going to print my vacation comic on salmon paper.
We'll
You
publish
mean
your
we'll
vacation
publish
comic.
your vacation comic on
Ooh,
salmon paper?
Actually, you should do that.
Do we have to
but
mail it to
an
you
X-ray
to
would not be an
staple,
ideal
though?
cover.
Because you don't trust us to staple it?
Oh, you're right. Maybe. Well, this one isn't as serious, so maybe I could put it in someone else's hands.
It's
It'll
a
be-
deal.
Shaking that hand. It's a deal.
Oh my god. I forgot I had hands.
I do that all the time. This is good. We're making deals. We should
Yeah.
try to make a deal with every guest.
Right.
That should be your goal. You'd be like Shark Tank.
Shark Tank.
Robot Shark
That's
Tank.
the new iteration of Comics Parties. It's just Shark Tank for comics. But the answer is always yes.
What's Shark Tank?
It's like
The
the
idea is always
the
the same.
inventors go in front of like rich douchebags and like they get like made fun of because their inventions are stupid.
Oh.
But sometimes if they have a good invention, the douchebags will give them money
Okay.
for the invention.
Right.
And then they own it.
And the whole
that
setup of the
person is
show,
poor.
yeah, is that the show ends up owning a giant percentage of the
I think so.
invention, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, so this is a great idea for you guys, really.
Yeah. If you have any like new kinds of like Tupperware lid ideas, like get at us immediately.
I'll let you know as soon as inspiration strikes.
So what is your vacation comic about? Is it about being on vacation or is it about something else?
Yeah, probably. I don't really know yet. I'm just gonna kind of see what happens with this one. Normally, I like to plan like pretty seriously any comic that I'm making, unless it's like a diary comic, and then it's whatever. But so this will probably be more in that vein. And then I'm probably just gonna do like some mini comics in there and like probably some sketches. I don't know. Hopefully, I'll be able to draw a lot while I'm in California. I've never been there. I'm excited.
I only went there once and it was real cool.
I hope it's
my
cool.
favorite Fornia.
I hope I don't die.
What are you doing? Are you like wrestling bears or what?
No, I'm just afraid of flying in planes.
Oh, that's a big thread through a lot of comics people, I think. There's a lot of comics people who are terrified of airplanes. Do you like airplanes?
Hell no.
I figured not.
The whole one of the major personality traits of comics people is like just like a surplus of anxiety. So then you can
Yep.
pile it into whatever. Like, oh, I got to take a plane. Like, let's put some more anxiety in that bucket. You know, like.
Yep. Had a stress dream the other night about dying in a plane crash. Well, I didn't die because in the dream I had the ability to fly, but I don't have that in real life, so I could die.
But like statistically, you're not likely to have a plane crash, and then
Yeah.
out of all plane crashes, you're statistically likely to die instantly in
Yeah.
a plane crash. Hardly anyone has to live mutilated after a plane crash, which that would
No.
be my real fear. Or like
Well, I'm
floating on
already
a-
halfway a robot now, so I guess I'm probably less likely to be mutilated with this new body.
Are you roboticized?
I don't know. Somebody needs to figure out how to get my arms and legs to move in this robot machine. And then it'll be in business.
Oh my god. Sir, we're not going to be able to let you on the plane. There's a 35-pound anxiety limit on your carry-on. This is overstuffed. You'll have
That's
to
a
go.
Foresight cartoon.
What's your robotic part? Do you have metal bones? Are you going to be able to make it through airport security?
I don't know. What did you say? I have vacuum legs? clamps
Oh.
for hands.
Oh, this
I wasn't even following what you were
we were
saying.
in the universe, and I thought the same thing. I thought you were revealing like a body secret that you had,
No,
like
I'm sorry.
a machine.
Like we're in a
parts.
horrible accident and have like metal plates and screw bones and stuff.
I don't have any of those, unfortunately, and that would be kind of cool, I think. Minus the horrible accident part.
I don't have any either. Do you have any parts? Did you get a? Ooh, did you get a screw or anything in the?
No, when I broke my foot, they offered me the screw immediately. They were like, if you get the screw, you'll walk tomorrow. It will cost $10,000.
For a screw?
Yeah, and if
Be
you
like, can you use this one?
Yeah, no. And then I was thinking about that, but they got to go in like from the back. From the back.
Like through your back.
Right.
Into
It
your
pretty
foot.
much might have well. Anyways, they said the screw was going to be $10,000, and that just being in a cast and laying in bed for 5 months or whatever it was is $800. So at the time, the latter suited my budget quite better.
Oh, that's terrible.
So, and I was going back through my Instagram the other day, and there's a beautiful photo when I was in bed in the cast, and you'd come to visit. There's a beautiful photo of you looking so young, and it made my heart warm that you'd come to
What?
join us.
Was I like,
So cool.
huh?
You had like super style, like sculpted hair and like a tan members only jacket.
I don't recognize
And like a
that
Burberry
person.
scarf, like you were super
Whoa.
stylish. Come visit my just casted up urine bottle filled.
I remember
hospital
you learning
bed.
to walk again.
Yeah, good times. Thank you for that. Thank you for being here for the telling of
it's
that
my
story.
pleasure.
This is beautiful.
my
I feel like I
pleasure.
was there.
Oh boy. Well, we're suddenly already out of time, it seems. But thank you very, very much for coming on the show. And
Thanks for having me.
hope to see you in a human body soon.
Yeah.
Although feel free to come back and possess this robot body anytime you want.
You just let me know. I'll be here. I love being a robot. It's the way of the future.
All right. Well, thank you very
Thank you
much.
so much.
And that's
Thanks,
all.
guys.
That's all we have time for today. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Cell phone.